morning, and as we round our shit corner, today's plan is to head up towards Mould and the Old Stores Motorbike Café, starting off from the malt shovel where we shall meet a few folks, then hopefully collect a few more at the Dragon Soul Bikers coffee shop in Newport, and then pick another one up at the Raven Cafe at Whitchurch. So first of all, let's head for the malt shovel. And there we have Andy, Wack and Sarah. We spent a bit of time blowing tyres up that were a little bit low, so that put us about 15 minutes behind, and we wondered where Graham was, because normally he's early. And through Walsall. I've not been through this part of Walsall for quite a while. We're taking a non-motorway route on account of Waikansara and Monell plates and 125s, which, as far as I'm concerned, is not a problem. I only tend to use the motorway to cut out the urban sprawl, and to be honest, the traffic ain't too bad today. I saw a bike stopped at the lights and asked if he was okay, and he was, so we left him to it. And this is junction 11 of the M6, and then at Cannock onto the A5, and coming up there on the right, Greasy Lills. A wonderful cafe, it truly is. And then it's off the A5 round the island and onto the A41. And in Newport, here we are at the Dragon Soul Bikers Coffee Shop, where we met up with Jonathan, Graham and Jay. And we're only running about 20 minutes behind schedule, so that ain't too bad. And a quick trundle up the A41, and we end up at the Raven Cafe, where I spotted Steve parked next to a chap with a sidecar outfit with a dog in. Yeah, that takes him back a few years. Now it's only about 30 miles or so up to the Old Stores, so with any luck we shouldn't lose anyone. So here we go. Certainly a few folks at the midway, and a few folks a bit further up at Mar Bakers. Right, we're starting off with 7 of them behind. Let's hope we finish up with 7 still behind. And the A525's closed, but that doesn't matter because I can go via Overton. Well, I was going to come back, but I can go this way just as easily. We were stuck behind this lorry load of hay for a while, but there again, we're in no rush. It's not like we've got a ferry to catch, and the sun's out. It's a nice day, and we'll get there eventually. And he's bound to turn off sooner or later, which, funnily enough, just round the corner, he did. And a little bit of a shortcut on a road with acorns down the middle rather than grass. And here we are, the Old Stores Motorbike Café. Let this fellow out. Oh, the only trouble is now it's motorcycles only parking that side, and they slightly narrowed the entrance. Rightio, let's find somewhere to turn around. That could be fun. It was fun. This guy was doing all of 9 miles an hour. And the moment there was a chance to overtake, those two come flying past. So in the end, I had to go to the next village to find somewhere to turn around. And here's the Old Stores coming from the other way. I have got a dedicated car park for the place on the other side of the road, just down here. So we park the trike there and take a bit of a walk back. I opted for the double cheeseburger and chips, which was very enjoyable. All we need to do now is find a hole to put the trike in and make my way back to the cafe. This'll do nicely. Well, on the good side, at least we didn't lose anyone on the way. They all seem to have made it. So while they turn into the cafe, I'll go and find somewhere to turn around. Okay, let's head towards home. There's our lot waiting. I'm in the lead again. I believe Andy's bringing up his tail end Charlie. So we'll head roughly in the direction of the Horseshoe Pass and the now closed Ponderosa Cafe. Once again, that's everybody, so off we go. And at the Ponderosa Cafe we turn to take the old road that runs down the rear of the cafe. Well, the ferns are certainly changing colour. Yes, we've still got everyone that we set off with. So far so good. The woolly speed bumps were doing the job. They certainly slowed us down in places. And we pull up by the mere at Ellesmere for a leg stretch and a well-deserved nicotine break for those that smoke. Once again, I remember those days. I stand up and check behind that tail end Charlie's ready for us to set off, and it looks like he is. So let's make a move. Well, would you look at that? Another road closed. Okay, this time I'll follow the diversions. Okay, so we turn right here. And we have to turn right yet again. This has brought me further down the main dragging when I reckon I need to turn right here, despite it saying road closed. Let's take a gamble and see if I'm right. I can see the church up in front, so I reckon we've done the right thing here. Soon see. And there we are on the corner, the Warbling Tit. I was right, this is the road you need to be on. as we leave Wem and cross the A49, we say farewell to Steve as he carries on home to Shrewsbury, whilst we carry on in the general direction of Newport. And the A442 through Telford, with the rather pleasing artwork on the side of the road there. And at the Shell garage at Sutton Maddock, we turn off down the Rabbit Run, whilst Jonathan turns off down the A442 and back home towards Kidderminster. And at the top of Sedgley Bonk, that's where we say farewell to Graham. And at this junction, Jager's on his way. And as we hit the Walsall Road, Black and Sarah disappear. Just leaves me and Andy. And as we roll round our shit corner, it's been another good day out. Never went above 55 mile an hour all day, which suits me just fine. I'm never in a rush. It's nice to be back to the old stores again. I haven't been there for a while. Okay, a couple of road closures, but that just made life more interesting. Any road. Until the next time, see you later.